Ah, it is most excellent to see you return in good health. You are one of the few I can trust in these strange times. Your enterprising friend Grace left just moments ago. She said some foul altar was rallying the pirates. I think it is natural to assume this strange altar was somehow related to the tablet you found at Hiraeth Peak. My sage young geezer has been studying the fragments you brought back. He believes they are ancient in origin. You have been here a short time, but perhaps you have seen the ruins yourself. Though humans have inhabited this island for thousands of years, there was a mysterious ancient civilization here even before we arrived. Many have sought answers to such questions, but few can claim to have reliable knowledge. One thing I do know, however, is that the lost usually stay away from the ruins of the ancients. It certainly appears that way. Though Sage Geezer insists this tablet was not buried at the mine, but rather planted there. You should converse with the sage yourself. This new information may yield new insights. Please exercise discretion in speaking of these matters around town. The people are excited about the heir's return. I would not dampen their spirits.
Yours is a face I've not seen before. Aha! You're the newcomer who recovered these fragments from the mine. I am very excited to speak with you. This material is definitely ancient. Was there more in the pirate den to the north? An altar? Related to this tablet, then? Fascinating. Well, it couldn't have been there for long. There's only one possibility. All of this came from the ancient ruins of Caladan and Antares in the Eastern Wood. Yes! Only Minister Lochner forbade me from going there. It's very dangerous, of course. But you, yes, you can go. Start with Caladan, look for anything recently disturbed. Oh, and don't tell Lochner.
Well, if it isn't the Night Regent's new page. On an errand even now, I presume. I am curious what merits such urgent attention when Jay's duty as Regent so soon draws to an end. The Night Regent should not be conducting affairs she can't reveal to her people. Wouldn't you agree? I've served as Pridewind's minister since before her birth. I should be informed of this matter. You presume much, Page. I simply wish to convey any pressing matters to the true heir when he arrives. Keep your secrets, but know this. Pridewind will be united as never before to honor the royal bloodline. Nothing else matters. These altars in Caladan seem to have some sort of power over the lost. Power might be the wrong word, but definitely some kind of influence. I can use young Geezer's notes to figure out how to channel their essence. And if I can't tap into their magic, maybe I can convey them to where they'll be most useful. I must think this plan through to support my true king in the way he deserves. Only then can I join him. clearly had ways of controlling the Guardians. I wonder if it's the same magic that powers the altars. I found runes here that light up when the lost come near them. Maybe there are more objects like these within the nearby ruins of Antares, so I shall continue my search there. For the
There you are! I started to venture into those ruins after you, but I lost my nerve when I caught sight of those Guardians. I hope you found something in there to make it worth your while. Ha! I'd wager it'll be the first and last time you hear Grace O'Malley say this. But just now, I am on official business. The Night Regent sent me to track you down. She says we need your help figuring out what's going on. Just after you left Pridewind, that wide-eyed Minister Lochner started acting strange, shouting around town that the true heir's arrival was upon us. He let some knights and even some townsfolk down south to welcome the new king. I'd say there's no doubt about that. I tailed the bastard and his entourage. They marched straight into a crowd of the lost. The Night Regent says Lochner's gone mad. She wants you to come help as soon as you're done here. Then I suppose I'll be waiting for you. The Night Regent told me not to return without you. Get on with whatever you're doing. And if you find any treasure in the ruins, don't forget your dear friend Grace. You were gone long enough. I was starting to worry you'd fallen to those Guardians. Did you find anything else in there relating to the Minister's plans? Well, I'll be damned if that doesn't explain a lot of the queer happenings around here. I suppose that's how he's able to walk freely among those blue-eyed rotters as well. With that revelation, I'd say it's all the more urgent that you catch up with the Night Regent. She wants you to meet her at the last of the farms that hasn't fallen to the lost. It's not too far from here. She left Sir Payne in charge of Pridewind's defences. She wanted to see to these troubles personally. I suspect the Night Regent's looking to draw steel against Lochner herself. You best get going. The Night Regent asked me to circle down to the pirate dens further south, see what's happening there. I'll catch up with you at the farm soon enough.
I cannot express how reassuring it is to have your presence down here. As much respect as I've always had for Minister Lochner. It is painfully clear that he's suddenly gone quite mad. Is that what you discovered in the ruins? Was Lochner behind the strange tablet at the mine? The pirates, too? I'm having trouble understanding what his ultimate goal is, or if he even has one. I question everything the minister said now, but apparently the knights at Tiernan Keep met Sir Gawain. Priscilla here was a knight there herself until recently. I believe she's hiding something. You should speak to her.
Well met, stranger. The Night Regent said you have been her only reliable counsel in recent days. For your service to her and to Pridewind, I salute you. I was a knight myself, not long ago. Yes? When the farms in these parts started falling to the lost, the town's supplies were threatened. I volunteered to take over this farm to ensure Pridewind did not go hungry. It was a difficult decision. It was not long after I left Tiernan Keep that my fellow knights there fell to becoming lost as fell. If I overheard correctly, you found proof that Lochner planned all of this? That explains much. I know the minister had planned to claim the Circlet of Swords, the royal crown of Monarch's Bluffs, from Tiernan Keep. If he can control the lost knights there, I suppose that's how he'll do it. I suspect it's already too late. And my fellow knights still defend the keep as firmly as ever. I'd advise against going. There's nothing there but death and grief. But perhaps you may discover more of Lochner's plan. No. I will not raise my blade against my fellow knights, even in the state they're in. I will give you this seal, however. You'll also need the seals of the other knights to access the sacred chamber inside the keep.
Look how they fall in line when they realize something greater than them is at their doorstep. It will be the same with corruption.
You ventured into Tiernan Keep and returned with your soul intact? You are indeed as worthy as the Night Regent claimed. I trust you discovered that Lochner had already taken the crown. I suspected as much. Oh, God's blood. I cannot bear the burden of this dark secret anymore. I was there. And I witnessed when Lochner brought Sir Gawain for us to swear loyalty. The minister told us we would be honored to be the first to kneel before the new king. But when he ushered Sir Gawain into the keep, we realized the true heir was lost himself. We were aghast, speechless. The minister reminded us of our sworn duty to the royal bloodline. He told us the sacrifice of becoming lost was noble and right. Then he lined us up and killed us one by one. I faltered. I couldn't do it, so I fled. I was ashamed, unwilling to join them in soullessness, but also unwilling to betray my comrades in the bloodline. I regret it now. I should have come to the Night Regent sooner. Perhaps I could have prevented all this. All right. It is my duty. The Night Regent has returned to Pridewin, but we can try to stop Lochner down here. A scout was sent southward. You should seek them out. Once I dig up my armor, I will join you. And friend, thank you.
Thank goodness I found someone I can report to. And better it's not the Night Regent. Remember all those lost pirates swarming around that den to the north? That was a small affair compared to this place. Good old Minister Lochner was here, sure enough. There's another one of those glowing altars, but this time I don't think he's meaning to draw the pirates in, but rather send them forth. The rotten bastards are loading up their ships with explosives as we speak. I'd wager they're sailing for Prydwen as soon as he gives word. They'll blast the town from here to Connacht. Well, we've discussed this partnership before, haven't we? I get the lay of the land, and you do the battling part. You'll be facing long odds, but you're like a lucky anchor. I'd consider making a wager on you, regardless. Not a problem. I'll always tell it to you straight. I'd suggest you destroy as many explosives as you can, and take out that glowing altar too. Now, what would you have me do? Now there's an order I don't mind following. I could use a cup of mead after all this crawling around. I'll go and tell the Night Region what's what, but my hopes go with you. It's better if these bastards never set sail.
So she spoke the truth after all. That Grace character told me you'd gone in there on your own, but I had to see it to believe it. I heard the ruckus and saw the smoke. Am I to assume that means your mission was a success? Well, there's cause for celebration. It's even tempting to take the good news to Bridewin right away. But I believe there's an opportunity to strike a critical blow against the enemy, here and now. Sir Gawain and his court of lost knights are not far. They're fortified in his ancestral home across the water, Corbinic Castle. I suspect that's where Lochner has led his unfortunate followers as well. Yes, though we need a plan. They have the Circlet of Swords, and an army of Lost has already fallen under Sir Gawain's influence. Defeating a knight of legend will be not enough. But won't he just return to command them again? Is that how that Craven madman controls the Lost? Yes, it makes sense now. I thought perhaps it was Gawain's royal blood, but now I see. This whole thing is a contrivance of Lochner's. Well, here we are. This is the moment of truth. If we fail here, the Lost will overrun Bridewin and everyone in it. I don't know what defenses this tower possesses, but it is clearly well fortified, and Lochner has undoubtedly taken precautions. I would expect heavy resistance. Your courage is unquestionable, and I've witnessed your prowess in battle. You're a force to be reckoned with. But if I'm being honest, I'd prefer not to take up arms against my former comrades, nor the heir of Artorias. Thank you. I will defend this position to ensure none come to the castle's defense, and that Lochner does not escape. Defeat those villains, destroy that damn staff, and reclaim the crown. I look forward to your triumphant return. I think I've been holding my breath since you departed. Or at least it feels that way. Tell me, did you defeat Sir Gawain and destroy Lochnear's infernal staff? Praise to whatever gods are at your back. I feel like I'm waking from a long nightmare. My thrill at learning of the true heir's return was only matched by the horror of learning what he had become. After this, perhaps we should consider abandoning this obsession with restoring the royal bloodline. We can't return the Circlet of Swords to Tiernan Keep anyhow. I think we should return it to Prydwen. Yes. Though Jay is bound by her duty. She'd make an excellent queen, but she can't even imagine such a thing. I suspect the court training of her youth is to blame. Her humility will be yet another formidable foe. Yes. We'll speak to the people. We'll tell them the truth about Lochnear and the heir. The crown deserves to be worn by a noble ruler. A ruler like Jin Jay. I'll see you in Prydwen, comrade.
So, you've stopped the lost conquest of this kingdom. I have to wonder, are you sure you've really helped these people?
Word of your victory has already breached the walls. We are extremely grateful. I welcome you back to Prydwen as a hero. I can never repay the debt this town owes to you. Oh, I'm not sure. I do not have royal blood, but I suppose we've learned that the bloodline is now cursed. Strangely enough, your friend Grace suggested the same thing just before she left. We were in the tavern after word of your success, and someone mentioned the shipbuilder in Oxborough. She was so eager to meet this person she left right away. She did ask me to tell you, of course.